You're watching TelecomTV from the MEF annual members meeting in Boston. And I'm joined now by Nan Chen, who is president of the MEF. Nan, good to talk to you again.
Thank you.
The MEF, as we know, has been very successful with its work on Carrier Ethernet and CE 2.0. But as the industry evolves, what are your priorities now?
That's a very good question. And as you know, the MEF has grown the market, driving the market to $80 billion from a Carrier Ethernet perspective. And now we really wanted to do is really mature that particular market, make it automated. So with the new priorities we have, MEF is threefold. First, we define what we call lifecycle service orchestration and the architecture framework, as well as the overall standards for that and certification. That's just really important because that's actually really helping to accelerate that market, Carrier Ethernet and then beyond, in terms of the automation, provisioning across multiple carriers. Number two is really define what we call new third network services, that including the IP services and some of the point services, which is virtual network functions, and in which we really do wanted to have a service providers opportunity to offer that. And number three is our open initiatives, which is including open LSO and open CS, which is connectivity services. Those open initiatives really helping us to perfecting our standard development, have a really positive cycle in terms of loopback as we do implementations or hackathons. Those feedbacks coming back to the standard development really helping to mature the standards. So those are the three things we do, and we believe those is really going to help us not only accelerate the Carrier Ethernet market as well as the new services like IP services, which we are defining now.
So for those viewers who are perhaps new to the idea of the third network, how do you articulate the third network vision?
That's a really good question. I think the name is really embodiment of a following. So what we're really trying to develop is really a third generation network, which we call a third network, that has agility and a ubiquity of the internet, which typically considered as first generation, and the performance in both of speed, as far as the performance guarantees, plus the security of the business network, which is a Carrier Ethernet network to a certain extent. So it's really the best of the both world and delivering that. The reason we did that is because there's tremendous cloud requirement into the network, which is beyond what internet today can deliver. Internet, as you know, is obviously agile and ubiquitous, but the issue with the internet is it doesn't really have the performance guarantee, and then Carrier Ethernet does. But Carrier Ethernet, on the other hand, has a difficulty in terms of provisioning and take a time. It doesn't have the real-time nature in terms of enablement. So we're trying to combine the both world and then deliver onto the cloud services for enterprise and the consumers and beyond.
Now, you've mentioned that LSO provides the foundation really to the third network. What stage are you at with the MEF and the MEF's members with the development of LSO?
That's also a good question. LSO is when we launched it about a year and a half ago, it's really a brand new concept. People at the time thinking of, okay, you have SDN and NFV, that's probably would solve the world hunger. But we believe the LSO is actually ability to enable the benefit of those two. The reason to say that is it manages the service lifecycle is really, really important instead of a function by functions. So the services people actually buy, so we manage that, automate that process, not only in the single domains, but across multiple domains. As far as the stage of LSO is, we announced our first standards, proved standards recently, which is called MEF 55, which is the LSO reference architecture and framework. So it's a really important document to really lay out a foundation to development. And recently, I think as recent as yesterday, AT&T actually made an announcement. They are doing the LSO using MEF LSO framework to actually developing their networks and the wholesale processes. So it's, obviously we're really pleased to see that people start to adopt the LSO standards we developed.
Now, a final question for you. When you open the doors of the MEF 16 event in Baltimore, what will the industry see? What expectations have we got?
Yeah, we are really excited about the MEF 16, and it is an industry-wide gathering, I think, to not only talk about the technologies, but also talk about the services of the new services generated, through LSO, SDN, and NFV. And those are money-making services instead of just technology for technology's sake. We're expecting 1,200 people from 35 countries and representing 400 some companies. So we're excited about that opportunity for the industry to come together, with the technology in mind, but also with the business in mind.
Well, we look forward to seeing what MEF 16 holds for us. Until then, Nan, thank you very much indeed.
Absolutely, thank you.